Alrighty, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Emnix Plays Path of Exile Ritual League. Uh, so where are we at? We're doing maps. I got a lot of maps to do. Here to see what happens, but I might fall asleep. I mean, today is a pretty chill day. I'm just gonna be doing some maps. I'm still pretty far away from unlocking Cyrus, but I think the goal now is to try and unlock him at least, so that I could attempt that fight again. Unfortunately, I feel like I died to him too many times, mostly due to sort of mishandling the fight. I think if I managed it a little bit better, I could have done better, but really I just need more practice. So I really want to unlock him so I can practice him a bit more. Really, that's the biggest reason. So yeah. So today, I'm just gonna try and do as many maps as I can. And there isn't really an overarching goal here. Optimally, like maybe I wanna try and complete some of my challenges as well. But I kind of need to, one, make more currency, so that I could get better gear, and two, practice boss fights a little bit more. Now I could always watch a video and practice it, but I feel like playing it just I need to like actually play it instead of watching a video. I'd prefer to experience it. So I did watch a little, like a couple videos just to get some tips, but overall I think the goal is to just just play more basically. Hey Dream, how's it going?
Exile.
Speaking of making money and getting gear, did you see my gloves? Yeah, your insane gloves. I did see them. Minus max resist, cells, cannot regen. Like a lot of these maps I can't do. Holy crap. Estuary. Where is that? Okay, let's just do Death and Taxes. That's a map I have yet to complete. Oh, and drops additional currency items. That's actually really good.
Be careful.
35 Exalt gloves. Dream, you are actually insane. You got 35 Exalt gloves. I can't believe it, man. I lost so much of my liquid funds, but I got so much damage. Yeah, you made like so much money in that one day. Cyrus did drop Awaken Multi-Strike. That's true. I mean, my upgrades have been, not as big as yours, but I did go out and get a couple upgrades. Specifically, I upgraded my skill gems. Was that?
I think she's got made a lot of currency in a lot of days, right? Hasn't
Oh
she?
yeah.
Beta connections.
Faded Connections, Awaken Gems,
Yeah.
like, but to be fair, she like plays more than us, right? So
She also plays
When I'm
like
ready,
she
Oh,
plays
smart.
efficiently,
yeah. She's got like a zoom build, and
I-
knows the tricks of the game.
Yeah. I think we
Like
like you tried to play efficient. For me, I know I'm just sticking around. Like I'm definitely not.
I tried to, and then I get bogged down with like, ooh, can I upgrade this somehow? And then I just spend a lot of time on the trade side, looking stuff up and stuff like that.
Yeah, oh my god. Wait, did I do this one thing?
But Toxic Rain was also when Jimmy made his Headhunter too.
Yeah, that's true. Jimmy made a lot with Toxic Rain. It's a good farming build, admittedly.
It is.
Zoom build, I only have 250% movement speed. I mean, what's my movement speed?
Yeah, it makes me want to look at mine. I think mine is 33.
I'm 21, okay? I already considered that zoom. I'm not comparing myself with people who, who are really, really fast. To me, 250% is pretty fast. I have 21. How do I have 21? Oh my god.
Yeah,
No wonder it feels so slow.
Wait, how do I only have 33? Isn't my boots is 35?
Yeah,
How do I
but
only
you inherently get movement speed penalties when wearing armor.
have armor?
Yeah.
Got it.
Ow, this guy.
So in comparison, 250 is a lot.
Yeah, definitely. In comparison, 250 is a lot.
It's like double. It's 10 times.
You know, we're not we don't compare ourselves to the top players, right? Like when we compare, we're like, oh wow, you have 10 times more damage, you have 20 times more movement speed than us. No wonder you make so much more money, right? Or like, no wonder, you know, like you play so much faster, whatever. So, in order to give my Scorching Ray an extra link, I dropped my guard skill. Wait, did I? Yeah. I dropped my guard skill. And now I'm really hoping that I didn't actually like need my guard skill this entire time. Like if I was gonna die, I was gonna die anyways. With the guard skill or not. That's what I'm hoping for. So now I'm on a 5-link Scorching Ray. Before I was on a 5-link, but one of the skill gems was Flame Dash. So now I actually have a damage support gem there.
That's how considered a 5-link?
No, it wasn't a 5-link. That's the point. It wasn't a 5-link.
I know. Your 5-link is also... You have 2 4-links.
Yeah, I had 2 4-links. With one of them being Flame Dash, which does no damage, but whatever.
Your Flame Dash does damage, though.
Actually, yeah, it does 50k damage per second. What the heck? Why is Flame Dash so strong? Where is it? It's here. It's just supported by combustion. Huh. Can I kill things with Flame Dash? Oh my god, I can. I totally can. Actually, I can't tell if it's Righteous Fire or Flame Dash, because when I dash through them, everything dies. Or they get touched by Righteous Fire and then they die. I feel like I'm doing more damage though. After upgrading my gems and some of the gear, it feels a little bit better. That felt really good. Oh, what is this?
When I'm ready and not before.
I dashed up here thinking there must have been legions, but I didn't realize there were this many. Emnix, this talk of a 5-link reminds me, did I ever mention that I was trying to get a new gem setup, so I wanted to change my carcass jack from a 2-4 link to a 3-3, and I fucking 6-linked it in one fusing and bricked it? Well, you know, oh shit. You just sell the 6-link and then go out and buy a 3-3. I think that's the first time I got upset that I 6-links. No, it's worth it, you just sell it. Oh, thank you. My wife just came and delivered cookies for me. They're very delicious. Mmm.
Get streamer fat.
Huh?
Play video games, stream, and get cookies delivered.
Yeah, dude, this is the life. You just play video games and then you get food delivered to you.
Yeah. they're locked down.
Oh,
Can't be regretting anymore.
Hmm. Last time it was peanut butter cookies. This time it was chocolate chip. Actually, it's chocolate chunk. I realized the magic, like the key to like a good chocolate chip cookie, is not to use chocolate chips. Like you know the chocolate chunks, like the one like they come in like these little big squares instead of little chips. Oh, they're so much better. Why is your voice partner so dang quiet? Yeah, Alan's microphone is really quiet. I don't know why.
I don't know. Maybe it got broken when I moved. Who knows?
I got me a Razer Tartarus 2. Shit is going to be pog for PoE. Does it have like a lot of buttons on it or something? Turtle? I couldn't tell who it was from the voice. Yeah, I think he got like a...
Am I still really quiet?
Yeah, I think in like the voice settings, like if you... Not in Discord, in your system. If you go to sound settings, there should be like a part that lets you control like the volume for your microphone. And that probably need... Oh my god, this Legion is... Oh no. Can I even do this? It's a mouse keyboard combo. Shit looks badass. Hold on, let me look this up. Razer Tartarus 2. Images. Holy shit! That looks really bomb. What the hell is this? Oh, you're gonna have so many keys to press. Next, I have asked you to guess how much my build costs. I don't even know, Dream. I can't even imagine it. It's like
I'm gonna guess 100 exalts.
no, I think it's more like 300.
300.
This is my guess. I did the math. It's 263. Wow. Okay. Well, I was closer than Alan. Alan guessed 100.
I don't see it. I don't see the mic.
Huh?
Input.
Microphone? Like at the bottom right, if you go to sound settings, and then for
Microphone. I went to advanced sound options. Is that it?
wait, I don't even know how to do this anymore. Where the
Is it
fuck do you
louder?
adjust your microphone volume?
I don't want to do the master volume because then you guys are really loud.
No. That doesn't do anything. It's your mic that needs fixing. I don't know how to help you, dude.
I don't know either. You can hear me.
I can hear you. Yeah, that's right.
Where do you see your friends reading?
Hmm?
Like, how do they talk to you? By texting? By
Uh,
typing?
on stream.
I only ever see Dream type.
I mean, it's mostly Dream, but Fang's in here, and Turtle's in here.
I can't figure it out.
And not before.
That's okay. Ow, this degen ground hurts. Who's making degen ground?
Is this better? Better? Louder?
No, it's not making a difference.
Louder?
Nope. Same, still the same.
Yeah, I did this level thing. It says I'm turning the microphone levels up. Microphone boost, maybe? Here, 10 dB boost.
Holy shit! Okay, it is better.
Too much?
No, that's good. I can turn you down.
Was it the boost? Maybe I'll turn the boost down a little bit.
Well, I had you at 200% in Discord,
Oh, I see.
so I can turn you down.
Okay. Maybe that's how.
I can hear him perfectly. Yeah, it's actually a lot better. Holy crap, this general. All right, let me adjust Alan's volume a little bit. I'll walk away. Put him here. Say something, Alan.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's good.
Better?
Yeah. How is this guy so tanky? Oh my god. There's like, they're shooting... Getting shot at from everywhere. I thought I had more damage, I was wrong. I'm still sitting at 0 DPS. He's not tanky, you just deal no damage? Yeah, you're right. Feels bad, man.
Yeah, I don't see people texting to you. Who do they text?
On stream?
Yeah.
In chat.
All I see is general chat. No one's typed anything.
No,
Last thing
on
was
the stream. Like twitch.tv.
Oh, that's how. I don't go on your Twitch thing. I'm only
Yeah.
on the Discord.
Yeah.
Begin the quickening.
Yeah, I really don't have any damage. I'm either busy at work when the streams are on or I'm dying of exhaustion. Oh yeah, Fang, you work nights. That's right.
One more new toy.
What does he do? What do you do?
I think we talked about it. He works in like I forget what it's called. It's some kind of plastic petroleum Teflon product. Industrial mechanic. Tyvek.
Like the air filters? HVAC? HIVAC?
No. What? Is it air filters? I thought it was like a...
HIVAC with... I don't know. I thought it was air filters.
We make home wrap. No, it's like this kind of... Hold on. I need to Google this again. Tyvek, like Tyvek. It's a polyethylene fiber, a synthetic material. The name is a registered trademark of the DuPont company, known for their production of chemicals and textiles. Tyvek home wrap. Is this insulation? A non-woven, breathable structure that stands apart from other types of home wraps, promotes drying in wall systems, and helps insulation perform closer to its R value. Yeah, so it's like a form of... It's not plastic. It's like a polyethylene kind of material. It's a vapor barrier and insulation booster. Oh, there you go. For all of us smooth brainers. Hi, the life of a ZPS build. Oh, just, you know, we're just living life. ZDPS all the way. You know how it is. I don't know what to do to make it better. Oh my god.
Mathlo had a Righteous Fire build. You can copy that one.
I don't know if it's my tree. You know what I mean? Like at this point, it kind of feels like the items that's the problem.
Scylla.
Emnix, have you tried not having ZDPS? Actually, like honestly, no, I haven't tried that. I don't choose to, oh my god. Guys, I don't choose the ZDPS life. The ZDPS life chooses me, okay? And that's the reality of it. God. This guy actually hurts so much.
Who?
The Legion General with the shield?
Like, you're doing a Legion?
Yeah, I just did a random Legion and I found a General. When he's like surrounded by a bunch of mobs, I can kill him really easily, right? first of all, he's not hitting me.
Because of explode.
Second of all, explode, yeah, kind of like screws him. But then once he fucking wakes up, he's just like yamming it. And I don't know what to do. I'm on my last portal. I guess it doesn't matter because I completed my map, I did the ritual, I did everything. I just need to get this guy killed. I guess I go slowly. Maybe I loot the stuff first before fighting him. While I do this, I'm gonna eat my cookie. Ow!
When I'm ready, and not before.
Ow! Oh.
Excuse me.
Oh, I almost choked on my cookie there. Oh, we got him. I audibly gasped. I thought I was dead. And I choked on my cookie a little bit. But I'm good. I'm good now. Okay, I actually did the map, which is good. Even though, I basically used all the portals. Actually, I literally used all the portals, not even basically. But, as long as I don't die here, I would consider this map a success because, I did all the content on it.
And you don't plan on leveling past? Anyone?
I died 6 times, bro.
Sounds like a no. Oh, fuck. I just died.
I was at like 70%. So that actually really hurt. That was like,
I just died at 70,
like for
81.
me getting 50% on a level 91 character is like 2 days of farming, you know? Just with how much I play. Like it's just not... It takes me a really long time to get an EXP these days.
Hmm. Sometimes I die and I don't even know how I died. Like, I feel like I shouldn't have died there.
For the most part, I know how I died.
You don't know what kills you.
Yeah, but I don't know what kills me, but I know I didn't have enough HP or something. 6 times, I died like 3,000 times this league. I died 265 times this league. I have died a lot.
I have 128.
Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm dying less. But maybe that's not the case. Like, I thought I was doing fine until I wasn't, basically. How much are gilded metamorph scarabs? They're not much. I can use one. And then let's add like bloodlines. Let's do another Zana map. Actually, no, let's throw Nemesis on here.
Lag spikes.
This is a good cookie, I have to say. Do you have a favorite dessert, Alan? Are you much of a dessert person?
I'm not that much of a dessert person. I guess I like tiramisu.
Tiramisu? That's a good one.
Yeah.
What about like baked shit?
I'll eat it. I don't know about a favorite. Um, like we don't bake that much, but my sister bakes a lot. So stuff that she makes is pretty good. Like I don't usually like pick a restaurant or go out and pick some place to go for the dessert. You know, dessert for me is more like it's a good finish to a meal, but it doesn't make the meal.
Sure. No, I. What about like, you know, like you're casually going out and you see like a bakery or something? You don't ever go like, oh, I think I'm gonna go and, you know, grab something.
Only if it's like right in front of my face. You know, like for example, when I was at work, someone brought some Ferrero Rocher. And then I'm like, oh, I wanted some Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah.
But,
Okay. Sure.
I would never, if I didn't see that, be like, oh, I want some chocolate with Ferrero Rocher. You know what I mean?
Like, okay, like I have, say I'm like at work and I'm having like a, like, you know, I'm having coffee. I'd be like, you know, this coffee would go great with like a cheesecake or something like that. And then I would actually go out of my way. I would like, you know, go to like a nearby bakery and grab like a slice of cake or something like that. Yeah. I would do that.
For me, you know, like the Chinese term "chan."
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Like when you have craving. For
Like
something,
cravings.
right? Yeah. I usually don't get a craving for dessert. It's more like I want something particular in terms of like a salty taste.
I have a sweet tooth, man. Like baked goods, I'm like I get baked good cravings all the time.
Maddie does too.
Like anything, you know, like a fucking donut. Or
Joanne's talking about how he gets has a sweet tooth and gets a craving for dessert sometimes. And I'm like, you're like that, but I'm not like that.
stop, you're making me want dessert, but I just ate dinner. Oh man, like friggin' like cheesecake or like tiramisu sounds good. Or even like a pecan
brulee.
pie, creme brulee is nice.
Creme brulee is
You seem to like creamy stuff.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like
I guess in terms
custardy
of baked
things.
Stuff, like, I guess in terms of baked stuff, maybe like a lava cake.
Okay. Yeah, those are good.
Sometimes like a non-sweet dessert's good too. Like some wine,
Mm-hmm.
like a port wine. That's good.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what tiramisu is. Huh?
Really? Who said that?
Dream. I guess
Tiramisu is Italian dessert.
it's an Italian dessert,
It's
yeah.
based off of. They used to be called like the lover's dessert, but it's basically like a chocolate coffee type dessert with cream, custardy type cream. Is that true?
It's
Would you
mascarpone.
describe it like that?
It's actually cheese.
Is it?
Yeah. Or like a kind of cheese. But you can kind of think it as like the closest thing I could think of is like mousse cake.
Mousse cake. I've never had that. Were you talking about mousse like it?
Like you know, like you know, like a moose, like not the animal, like a MOUSSE,
Yeah. Yeah.
like a creamy
Okay, I know.
creamy cake, you know. But
Are you-
it's actually mascarpone.
Is Dream not like Western? Like from a
No,
Maybe more of a Western dessert.
she's from the States,
oh.
I think. Coffee flavored ladyfingers and coffee with custard. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like it's basically that actually, not kind of. I mean, I think that's probably why I don't like coffee. Oh, tiramisu is so good. There is a pretty strong coffee
coffee.
flavor.
You don't like coffee because you're too young. You will like coffee when you get older. I feel so old saying that.
It's
I don't
true
think I
though. You
like
know, when I
coffee.
was in high school, I didn't
Yeah.
like coffee,
And
It's-
then you get to university,
and
get
you're
to
like,
work,
I
and then you have
need
to wake up
my.
early.
I'm literally drinking coffee right now. It's the middle of the night, and I'm still drinking it.
I get a headache if I don't drink coffee.
I don't get a headache, but I get coffee like cravings.
I get a headache if I don't have coffee.
I'm not there yet. I tried to control myself, so like on certain days, I'll make sure to skip coffee so that I don't actually get a dependence. But it's like, you know, when you have like that first sip of beer, it just fucking feels
Yeah.
great, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm like with coffee. That first sip,
You know, that's another older thing. Like, people are like, I don't like beer. I'm like, you're not old enough. You haven't gone to university and had that like kegger or whatever. I don't think anybody likes the taste of beer until you start like drinking a lot, and then you're like, and then I know people who are alcoholics and drink non-alcoholic beer because now they love the taste of it.
yeah. No, I follow. I don't know if I like beer. I never had it. Well, Dream, you're definitely not old enough for that. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
What do you think about
21 in the States, eh?
21 in the States? Yeah, that's what I was about to
know.
ask. I mean, in
You're
Canada,
old enough
it's 19, which is, 2 years earlier.
What did you say?
Canada.
American. I think that you're old enough to die for your country, but you're not old enough to have beer.
You can join the army when you're like 18, huh?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're old enough to die for your country, but
I
you're
did-
not old enough to have a beer.
I didn't think about that. Yo, that's a little fucked up. Now that I actually
Yeah.
think about it. When you put it that way.
The follow-up question is, what do you think about marijuana?
Yeah. If you asked me that a few years ago, I would have said legalize it. Now I'm like, well, I don't know anymore. There's nothing else to think.
Emnix stream is about introducing the youth of America to progressive sin.
I went to visit like some coworkers, and then in their backyard they just had like these giant marijuana plants that they were like slowly growing. Like they were like the size of like those plants, they get pretty big, right? I don't know if you actually seen them. They
I've
get
never seen one.
they get quite sizable. It's like the size of like a it's like 6 foot tall and like 5 foot wide. Like they get very big.
Okay.
And yeah, the guy was just like, I just saw him one day and he was like, taking care of his plant, and I'm like, yo, cool plant, dude. He's like, yeah, I got like 2 more out in front. I'm like, man, it's
Do you
more
need a
power to
license
you.
to grow it yourself?
No, you can get. I think you're allowed to grow like 2 or 3 of them in your home.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
in
that.
Ontario at least. So no, like if you want to, you could do it.
The Ontario government, so many years, marijuana was outlawed, obviously. One of Maddie's coworkers' boyfriend, his profession is a weed dealer. And then a few years ago, when they legalized it, he was like literally out of a job.
Out of a job. Can't sell weed anymore. Well, maybe now he can just. Do you think there's? I swear to God, dude, there's gonna be some people out there. Okay, they're gonna apply to the government for like a position in marijuana. Like to distribution or marketing or whatever. I'm sure they're hiring
What
for
are you
those.
gonna put in a resume? You're
Yeah,
hiring
I've been a
for-
drug dealer for the last 6 years. Years of experience in supply chain management No, yeah, I'm sure you can spin it, right?
Yeah. However much money the DEA put into combating drugs and their war on drugs, the Canadian government surpassed all of that just by legalizing it.
Exactly.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Still sane.
You know how much money they're making from those like weed stores now?
Good. That's my opinion. You know? Because like imagine if people were illegally like selling bootleg alcohol. First of all, it's probably pretty dangerous, right?
Yeah.
And like selling moonshine and now this money goes into our fucking taxes. So
yeah.
I actually think I'm okay with it.
Yeah. I'm okay with it too.
Obviously there needs to be restrictions on the age and shit like that because you do get a period of if you get into weed too much, you know, I don't know what the health effects are. People say it's fine.
I don't think it's fine. You're still smoking shit, and then
that's true. It's probably not great. You shouldn't smoke anything. That's I guess that's the reality of it. But it's just like, you know, you just get really unproductive.
Some people say there's a link to schizophrenia and stuff too.
Really?
I that like 3 times to Soul Eater Legion. That thing's so
I don't think you can. If you can't kill it, it just gets worse and worse.
Yeah, I killed it, but I went from 86% to 56%.
I have nothing to contribute to this conversation. Emnix finally found a way to make me shut up. I mean, to be honest, I don't have too much to contribute to it as well. That's about it.
Me neither. We're talking out of our ass.
Yeah.
None of us are really.
We don't smoke weed. I mean, I don't hate the idea.
The guy that smokes weed out of our friend group is not here smoking weed.
You know, this would be a much longer conversation if he was around.
Yeah, if Jimmy was here.
Yeah. If Jimmy was actually here to talk about it.
Particularly because Jimmy has strong opinions too. So you know.
Yeah. Look, at the end of the day, if it's like as it's a source of revenue, basically. It's like good tax revenue, and our province is so far in debt, it's like, why not? I guess is the conclusion I would make.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was so accessible, you know, you could be fucking 14 and you get your hands on some. Like, it can't be that hard. Or it wasn't that hard. What's really crazy, though, is that because the government supply chains were so fucked for so long, you've heard about, like, people who would just, like, open up. So, like, one issue we had in the province was, like, for those of you who don't know, is even though they legalized marijuana, only like you could only sell it from like certain government authorized stores, right?
Yeah.
But the supply chain was so bad that like at first it took people a really long time to get their hands on this stuff or to like get the supply out there. And also like apparently the quality of the marijuana was really bad as well, supposedly.
I think it's still worse.
Is it?
From what I've heard.
Okay, I don't know. So like there were all these like pop-up shops that were technically illegal. Like this, you know, it's not illegal to have marijuana, but it was illegal to open up shops from like unregulated places, right?
It's like alcohol, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like you know, some guy can't. In the States, you can sell it out of any corner store, but in Canada, you know, only certain places can sell marijuana and alcohol. And but because they were making so much money from these corner stores, I don't know why they couldn't like literally they couldn't close these stores, right? Do you remember that, Alan? They had to like so these stores, they would make like 30,000-40,000 a day.
Yeah.
And the thing is, for some reason, there must be some kind of loophole. Basically, the police couldn't arrest these people. All they could do was try and close the store, but they couldn't like literally take the right to the lease away. So what they did was they put up like these cement bricks, and they would like fucking like seal the doorway so you couldn't go, and they would like try to close the store that way. And then next morning, like somebody, like, you know, the owner comes and fucking pushes the bricks away, or they like rent the truck and push the brick away, and they open the store back up. Maybe they get fined as well. Like they get fined $20,000, but they're making $30,000-$40,000 a day.
Yeah.
Right. And it was just like an endless battle of the police showing up going, you can't sell this shit, and them going, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? And they would like fucking like, you know, like cement your door down, like you know, like they were literally laying like giant cement blocks in front of the door so nobody could get in.
I wonder if in a way it's like a more severe version of the Adamson barbecue situation, like, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Like, technically illegal for him to open the store, but he only gets charged with non-criminal things, right?
Yeah, you get charged with non-criminal things. Like they try to maybe like they'll fine you or something, right? And they're like, fine me, right? I make more money than the fine. And it was happening every single day. And then apparently what happened was eventually people were getting paid to stand at the corners of the street and be lookouts. So whenever the cops came, they would like, you know, woohoo, like make a fuck. I don't know what they did, but they would like signal and be like, "Oh, the cops are here," and then they would, you know, they would do something. And then every time I walked by the corner, there'd be like people literally just like dealing drugs, right? They'd be like, "Hey, you want some weed? You want some gummies? You want some brownies?" Like just sitting there, right? And then they'd be like, they have like little and then they'd be like, oh, we only take cash, or, you know, maybe they took card, but I think their business accounts are getting closed down as well, right? It was super weird. But yeah, for a while, like the supply and I guess the quality of the stuff they were selling was not very good.
So, you know, in terms of we're talking about the supply, to have a legal government weed store, you have to go through a process, kind of like you have to give them a business plan.
Okay.
And it's not even just about the business plan. You have to have a storefront, or at least a storefront in place for setup. They review your business plan, and then there's a lot of applicants because obviously it makes a lot of money.
Yes.
So it's almost like a lottery in terms of how they select it.
Yes. Yeah,
So,
not everybody could open up like a weed store either.
No. Yeah, exactly. So a coworker of mine went through that process and he got a lease, right?
Oh, nice.
And then as soon as he got the contract or a lease or a permit, whatever, somebody offered him $5 million to take it off his hands.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And he didn't take it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I would have taken it. I think.
I would have taken it too.
I would have taken it.
But like you said, they make like $100K a month, $200K a month.
Why did stream start talking about weed anyways? We went from coffee to weed.
Yeah.
Sorry, they offered him what? How much a month?
No, they offered him a lump sum of $5 million.
Crazy. Actually crazy.
But in a few years, you will probably make more than $5 million. But
yeah, but there's like a risk associated too, right? And like,
yeah, for sure.
Okay, so it's so Wild West here in the States still. They're both psychoactive drugs, Emnix. True. So you know how like a lot of businesses are failing right now because of COVID? Right?
Oh, I missed all of that. My net like
fucked
up or something.
Okay, so like a lot of businesses are failing because of COVID.
Yeah.
And like a lot of them are giving up their leases to to their stores and stuff. And what's happening is the only stores that are surviving are weed dispensaries. So like in downtown, in a lot of areas, depending on like which area you go to, what you'll notice is there's like a weed dispensary in every corner because they're actually thriving. And then because it's COVID and like there must be like a lack of funding. Like the police aren't cracking down on it anymore, right? So you get all these illegal dispensaries. So what I was saying is like, you know, it's worth it for your friend. But now he's competing with like all of these stores that are popping up. You know what I mean? I think he's gone.
Is it my net?
I don't know. Is it your net?
I don't know. It says like full bars. I was just talking about the router system I got, how good it was. Life karma.
Dude. Big house problems, man. Your internet doesn't reach the corners of your house.
I just got it routed. Like $300 router. It better reach it.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
How do I check the?
Oh hey Inky, how's it going, man? Chicken nuggets.
Ping. I love chicken nuggets.
Oh fuck yeah. So recently, I started like making chicken on the air fryer, and then like breaded chicken, right? Like you like put some panko. It's like almost fried chicken, but not really. It's basically baked chicken. But then what I do is I would toss it with like my own sauce, and like the sauce is actually really good.
Your own sauce?
Yeah, like I mix like some, you know, like when you go out for Korean fried chicken, it's like this kind of like gochujang sauce, right?
Yeah.
So like I basically make my own version of it. Like I looked it up online. It's very easy. You just mix some gochujang with fucking it's like ketchup and soy sauce and some sugar and some honey, and then you get like this kind of gochujang sauce and you toss it. And I'm like, dude, like the flavor of this chicken, like it's amazing, but it's mostly just like the sauce is bomb, right? So lately I was thinking like I think I just kind of want to buy some like chicken nuggets and bake some chicken nuggets, and then instead of dipping it in like in ketchup or whatever or sweet and sour sauce, I would just like toss it in this like Korean gochujang sauce, and then I bet it'd be like insane, you know? It'd be like boneless chicken wings or something. I think I'm gonna start doing that.
I don't know if it's gonna come out the same though. The appeal of fried chicken is like
Oily chicken?
I wouldn't say oily the chicken, but like I don't know if chicken nuggets will fit as well. Just because like, how do I say it? It's like the bones at the meat off the bones will taste different than your chicken nugget. Like
that's true.
Right?
I think I would have to try it.
Yeah. Try it. But listening to you talk about air fryer makes me wanna get an air fryer.
Oh, dude, it's. I mean, if you already have a convection oven.
We do, and we have an air fryer, I think.
Oh. Yeah, the air. It's basically a convection oven. The only difference is like, I don't like to wait, you know, like 10 minutes or whatever for my oven to preheat. Whereas the air fryer, it preheats in like, well, it doesn't in a minute, in 30 seconds. Like it's very fast. Imagine making your own food. I can't make food. It takes practice, Dream. Like when I was in college, I couldn't make shit. I went out to eat all the time because I hated my own cooking.
I'm 30 years old and I can't make my own food.
You don't cook, dude?
No. I just married someone, so they cook.
Is Maddie there? Can she hear you?
No, she's upstairs.
Okay, let's see. Let's do some more Zana maps.
Man, Joanne, we're 30 now.
Dude, I'm gonna be 31 in a week.
Yeah.
Or not even a week,
month.
in a couple days, yeah.
Shit.
Do you actually feel different? Okay, the difference from 29 to 30 wasn't like literally there was no difference, right? But like
It felt big. Like 20s, you were still like, you know, young adults. 30 felt like midlife.
yeah. But like I don't know when it happened. Okay, I don't know when it happened, but there's a difference. it wasn't like on my 30th birthday or anything, but like yeah, like in terms of like just my body, there's a difference. Like I play too many fucking games and literally my wrist is hurting. You know, like there's a physical limitation on how much PoE I can play in a day, as an example.
Carpal tunnel.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not actually. It's on my left hand. Why is it on my left hand? My right hand sometimes gets it too, actually, but no, it's like I don't know. It's
the keys, right?
it's a
Keyboard.
yeah, I got a little bit of tendonitis.
Yeah, that's carpal tunnel. It's a repetitive action, both with PoE, but also your work. Like you work on a computer, you're a programmer.
Yeah.
It's typing. Maybe you need an ergonomic keyboard.
I think so, actually. I cook a lot. We split the cooking at home. Wife cooks some days. I cook others. My girlfriend cooks on weekends. You forgot how young you are all. I'm 36 or 37. I mean, we're getting there.
I thought all your streamers were, or the viewers were all younger people. Good that some are older.
I think the PoE community in general. Obviously, you got young people playing PoE, but in general, there are a lot of older people. The ARPG like genre in general just like has an older audience. Because like Diablo came out in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
And then well, when PoE first started, most of the people that enjoyed PoE were the people that enjoyed Diablo, which generally meant that, you know, you were older. Now, obviously, there are exceptions. There are, you know, PoE is starting to become like a... PoE is a good game, so like a lot of new people pick it up. But like there's a Discord channel that I hang out on with like a lot of Valorant players. None of them heard of PoE, right? And like a lot of them are... Like I compare like the PoE demographic to like the people I see when I play Valorant, and like on Valorant it's like I remember one person was in the game and he was like, "Hey, I don't want to be rude, but like, are you a girl or are you a 12-year-old boy?" And everyone was laughing, and the guy was like, "Yeah, I'm a 12-year-old boy."
Because of his voice?
Yeah, it's like super high pitched. Yeah, he was like a prepubescent voice, and it's like, I'm not sure. Cooking's easy, just takes practice. Baking is easier, it's just math. I actually don't like baking. It's too precise for me. Like, I hate having to measure out every single thing. I just like, I prefer to like eyeball it, you know? But yeah, it really is just like math.
You know, with regards to your question about whether or not I feel old, Joanne, I think that depends on who I'm with and who I'm talking to.
That's very true.
Yeah. Like, when I'm with my colleagues, I feel like so young. Like, they're all like mostly like 30, like late 30s, 40s.
When I'm with my colleagues, I'm literally hanging out with boomers. You know?
Yeah, same.
But yeah, like the PoE, like people who play PoE, I think, or like who joined in like 2013 or 2014 when PoE was just starting, and the people who stuck around, like it tends to be an older audience. I think I checked my like in terms of my videos, I checked the demographics once, and it was like between 25 and like 30 is most of my audience. If you ever want to feel old, just talk to me for an hour or two. Dream, when I talk to you, I do feel kind of old, actually. I'm like, damn.
She's not legally allowed to drink.
Yeah, it's just hearing that makes me go like, oh man. That's...
Are you in a university, Dream?
In Trennan's stream a few weeks ago, he had to explain VHS, and it sounded so alien, almost made up. Has anyone explained dial-up to you yet?
Well, you had to get off the internet because your parents had to use the phone?
Yeah, yeah. Get off the internet! Hold on, 5 more minutes, trying to finish my game. Or like, get off the phone! Get off the phone, I'm trying to play games. Yeah. Hang up the phone! Okay, okay. I mean, okay, so Dream, before we had cable internet, right? Or fiber internet even, depending on what kind of internet you have, we had dial-up. So right now, you get internet through your coaxial cable, or through your fiber line, or through a telephone line, I suppose, if you have DSL. But like the first like sort of public versions of internet was dial-up, or that I remember, which is like it uses your phone line, but it literally uses your phone line, so that when you're on the internet, you can't use your phone. You pick up your phone and it makes like this weird sound, like someone sending a fax, like like it sounds like that, you know. And then when you pick up your phone and you hear that, you know, like somebody in the house is on the internet. And then it's like, Mom, get off the internet, I need to use the phone. Or like you try to connect to the internet on your computer and like nothing is happening because like, you know, someone's on the phone and it's like, can't connect. And you know, shit's all fucked up. And then like, you know, you'd be yelling at somebody who's like, Mom, get off the phone, I want to play games. It's always my mom on the phone, actually, now I think about it.
Women.
What the fuck?
And now people don't have a landline, right? It's all cell phone.
People have a landline, but I honestly I don't see a point of a landline.
Yeah.
Right? Plenty of people have landlines. I don't know why.
I'm ready, but not before.
But I also know a lot of people who like I know somebody, he's like, why have a phone? Like, why have a phone number? You know? It's like you can FaceTime people, you can WhatsApp people, like why have a phone number in the first place? And I guess the reason is like, you know, someone can reach out for you like for business purposes, right? But
yeah, exactly.
yeah, he's like, the guy doesn't, he's like, if it wasn't for work, I wouldn't have a number. And then like he has like a work pager.
If you see a doctor, the doctor needs to get in touch with you, right?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know how he gets by without a number now that I think about it. Wait, what the hell's with this guy? What the fuck? What is a fax? Oh my god.
If they don't know fax, they don't know pager.
Of course they don't know pager. I barely know what a pager is. Hey, Christoph. Are they pranking me? Is this real? What is a fax? What is dial-up? Christoph must know. What do you mean? Well, people still use fax, right? I remember I had to send documents through the fax like last year. And I couldn't find a fax machine because obviously nobody uses it anymore. So a fax is like sending documents through the phone. So like there are these things called fax machines, and actually a lot of them were like 2-in-1. Basically you send documents through the phone line, and like you can kind of think of like a photocopier where you like insert paper and then it automatically photocopies shit, but you would insert it and then you would dial a number and then somebody on the other side would receive it. like a phone number. You would dial a phone number, and then they would receive it, and then they would print out like a little document. And then again, it would make that dial-up sound. Wee or wee or. You're all aliens? Am I on the wrong planet? Yeah, before people sent each other like attachments on email, you had to fax it to people. The good old days. I remember those 2-in-1 fax/phone machines. And then like, you know, you try to dial someone's number and you misread it, so instead of dialing their phone number, you accidentally dialed their fax number. You ever do that, Alan? I've done that so many times.
Dial their phone number instead of their fax number, right?
Yeah, like I'd be looking up like a business's phone number to call them, and then I accidentally dialed the fax number, and it's like, I'd be like, what the fuck is this?
I don't fax a lot, to be honest with you.
I mean, this was like when I was in grade school.
Grade school? Why are you faxing things in grade school?
No, I was trying to call somebody, and then I read the number wrong. I read their fax number instead. It's just a phone number, right?
Yeah.
And then it would dial their fax number, and then it, you know, obviously it's waiting for a fax, so you get that weird sound, like fax sound. Oh yeah, you can, yeah. Emailing yourself to have a downloadable version of something, that's something I still do, like to this day. Actually, no, I don't. Wait, no, I still do it, but I don't need to do that anymore, because when the moment you send it to somebody, like that document is, it's already saved as an attachment, huh? So really, you don't need to email yourself as long as you emailed somebody. It's not April 1st, you can stop now. You know what? I do feel old. Thanks. Oh, you know what's the one downside of you turning up your mic, Alan?
My breathing?
I can hear you breathing.
Can't have it both ways, man.
I guess it's true. For all the damn CD mini player version. Oh, those mini CDs. I actually like didn't mess with those things much.
Yeah, I don't know what those are.
Remember, this wasn't for very long. They didn't last very long. They were like mini discs or something. Like I don't know what the fuck they were.
I wasn't really big into music growing up. So sometimes, like when I'm at work with my colleagues, most of whom are boomers, I take the counterpart of this conversation. So I'm like dreaming, like they're asking me about stuff, and I'm like, does that even exist? Sometimes about like traditional, like very famous movies in the past, or like music in the past.
Oh yeah, totally. Me too. Like people would talk about old shit, and I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Lennon.
Wait, what?
I got Elton John confused with John Lennon.
Oh my god, no, you don't follow music though. That's different. Elton John, John Lennon, those are the same people, right?
You cut out.
Oh no, I was just saying, how can you get those two guys mixed up? Trinan was telling me about how you had to manually rewind shows. Is this true? Like it was a tape or something and you play it in reverse? Yeah. Yeah, it was like a film reel. I mean, that's how
You don't have to manually rewind it. Like
the machine does it, but
do it on your machine. Yeah.
You could manually rewind it if you wanted to, you know. I suppose you could. Yeah, no, that was totally a thing. You ever like fuck around with cassette tapes and just like manually rewind that shit? Put a little pencil in there and start spinning.
Yeah, but I was gonna say sometimes oldies are classics. Like sometimes people prize having like an old What, vinyl for music?
Yeah, but vinyl you didn't have to rewind, did you? No, you just
No.
you place it and like you.
But vinyls are as old school as you get. Vinyls are way before CD.
True.
But now they're back in.
Wait a second, Dream. Do you know what floppy disks are?
Must improve.
I don't even know how to explain floppy disks.
They were the iteration before CD.
Yeah. Use 2 VHSs to copy movies? I remember that. Although I never did it. I think my parents have done that before. I never wanted to copy a movie. I would watch it once and I'd just call it a day. You know, you rent the movie. Viscerals or fossils? Let's do fossils. All I got was that it's the save icon. It's like old school hard drives, you know? But it only held, how much did a floppy hold? It held like 28 KB or something. Like very little. 28 kilobytes, I think. But it was enough to like put in like, you know, little DOS games.
Too much clutter.
Okay. He also said it couldn't hold high-res photos. I mean, there was no, it couldn't. I mean, 28 KB is not even enough to hold like a 10-second sound clip. It was very little space. It's basically used for like documents, like Word documents and stuff.
Good to see you.
I remember I put school documents in floppy disks and I would take it to school. You put it in a little floppy drive. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, they were rated based on how many kilobytes they could hold. Oh yeah, I remember that. I wonder if they know Macintosh. I mean, that's basically just a Mac. Although I guess a Mac from back then is not the same as a Mac these days. But that's like asking like if you remember Windows 95, you know? I think that's my earliest recollection of what like of Windows 95. I don't remember what was before that. There's a Windows 95. I thought we were on 10. Oh god. There's like a Windows 95 and then Windows 98 and then it was Windows NT. Was it? And then
NT.
Windows Millennium ME. And then we got Windows XP, and then we got Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 2000 was ME. Windows Millennium, right? Windows 2000s, yeah. So Windows XP, Windows 2000. Was ME and 2000 the same? I don't remember anymore. There's like so many iterations of Windows. $2000 was ME. I definitely remember that I was running Windows ME and not 2000. Then NT, then XD. No, XD. XP. Yeah. And I have no idea what the server-side Windows are. I still don't know, actually. Because you have like server-side Windows versions as well. You know, Windows Server 2000, Windows Server 2008. Everyone should play Stunt Copter once? Wait, what's Stunt Copter? Stunt Copter. Oh, I remember this! We had this game in elementary school. I think.
What game?
Stunt Copter. It was like installed on our Macs. I've decided that this is a very elaborate joke, easier to believe. Well, to be fair, Dream, you're what, 18? So that's 2003? I mean, we're talking about shit that was in like 1995, like 8 years before you were born.
It's not that long, Joanne.
What do you mean?
Technology has escalated rapidly, but 8 years is not that long of time.
Yeah, but like you don't remember shit when you're 1 year old. You know, like you're exposed to technology when you're like 5. So, you know.
I mean, like, but like, we know movies and stuff from like when we were from like 1991, 1992, 1993.
Yeah, how many DOS games do you know?
You know Pulp Fiction.
How many DOS games have you actually played?
DOS?
Yeah.
Like, what's a DOS game?
Yeah, well, that was in your lifetime, bro. Like you were alive during that time.
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't admit to being the most technological.
Well, that's the point. You can't possibly remember all of that shit. You only remember once you start getting into it.
Give me an example of a DOS game, and then I will tell you something.
Commander Keen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Scorched Earth. Was Rayman DOS? I don't remember actually. Doom, Wolfenstein.
I don't know any of those actually. So fine, I stand corrected.
Yeah, okay, see, there you go. You know, there's a lot of stuff in technology that
that's fair.
You might have had while you were alive, but you just never got to experience it. So, you know, and for Dream, she wasn't even alive during this time. So, like, how are you supposed to get exposed to it if you just never fucking see it? It's like by the time you're born, that shit's already outdated. You know, by the time she was born, and like capable of using these technologies herself, okay? Let me put it this way. By the time she was ready to use her own technology, we were on Blu-ray.
It's interesting how rapidly technology has escalated.
You know, she skipped
10 years.
She skipped floppy disks, she skipped cassette tapes, she skipped CDs, she skipped DVDs, went straight into Blu-ray. Actually, maybe she knew what Blu-ray is. She knows what DVD is, you know, but that's the point. all the Sierra text-based games. I didn't play that many text games. I do remember playing some, like a bunch of MUDs.
I remember I used to play a text-based RPG game where instead of getting items, you would just be like, "You got this item."
Yeah, like it would tell you, right? Like it's text-based.
Yeah, it's text-based.
I do know what a DVD is. I'm not that dumb. I'm not saying you're dumb, Dream, but
you just haven't had the
exposure. Yeah. You know,
like it's like if you talk to like a 100-year-old, their life experience is so different.
me and my friends went crazy when we played Final Fantasy VII. The videos, the music score. The first Final Fantasy game that I was exposed to was 9. So I actually never got to play 7, even now.
You never went back and replayed it?
No.
It's one of the,
I know it's a classic. Now it's kind of hard to go back because
yeah, because of the graphics, right?
Yeah, I tried playing it. I played through like probably like 3 or 4 hours of it. Obviously, it's not much, but it's just so different now, right? Like a lot of games built upon it. So you go back and you're like, I bet this was like really good back then, but now it's like, it's not easy.
7 has reputation for being one of the best. 7, 9?
I love 9 though. Yeah, Final Fantasy 9 was super fun to play.
Yeah. I think your first is your favorite. Like my favorite is 10 because 10 was my first to play.
Final Fantasy 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never played 10 either.
Really?
No. I wish I did, but I never had a PS2, right?
Yeah.
So I never got to play it. Mine was Final Fantasy 3. I actually played a considerable amount of Final Fantasy 1 because someone gave me like a classic Final Fantasy bundle when I was a kid for the PS1. They did like a remake of it. Well, not a remake, but like they ported it to the PS1, and I remember playing it and I thought it was great. That was probably my first exposure to like 2D Japanese RPG games. Actually, no, that's a lie. I played a lot of Game Boy games, which had a lot of those kind of RPGs.
I never played Pokemon.
You never played Pokemon? I never played Pokemon seriously, you know?
Yeah.
I went out of my way to like level my Pokemon and try and catch them all and everything.
And you would give them up like Ash?
No, but like if you wanted to play Pokemon seriously, you would have to do stuff like breed them or like try to catch them so that they would roll. Like basically they have their stats roll like a range, and I never knew that. Obviously there wasn't that much like internet resources on it, right? At the time. But like apparently like, you know, certain ones would roll higher stats. So the point was like you would try and catch a bunch of them and like, you know, get the higher rolls. So then you can battle other people with your max rolled Pokemon or whatever. But I didn't know that. So like my goal was just like, oh, I want to catch all the Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
But yeah, but like it got to a point where it's like certain ones you couldn't roll and like or you couldn't roll their stats unless you like bred them or something like that. And that was like in the later versions of Pokemon, so you had to like breed them and then hope that like when like, you know, when your Pichu is born, it has like the right, and then when you're like breeding them, the two parents have like the right combination of stats or some shit. Like there was like a lot of intricacies in Pokemon that I never understood. But Derek explained it to me once, and I was like, oh, that's actually like a lot of shit that you need to be aware of. Pokemon have stat rolls? How did I not know this? Yeah, no, even now they do. You know? And like if you both have the same level 100 Pokemon, like one might have like a higher stat than the other, and I don't know whether it actually makes enough of a difference for like, say you're in like a mirror matchup for them to actually edge out another Pokemon, but yeah, you could totally basically you can min-max Pokemon, and I didn't know that. So that's what I meant by like I didn't play it that seriously. Apparently Derek did though.
Yeah, Derek was huge into it.
Is that why my Pokemon were always slower? Maybe. Even though they're the same? Yeah. Yeah, you can get certain ones that were just, you know, like better.
Bye. Every incursion needs time to go.
Oh god. Alan.
Breathing?
Mm-hmm.
I have a sacrifice chamber right now. Don't know what to make.
Which one is that? A double corrupt?
No, I have the sacrifice.
Oh, like the sacrifice a unique.
Yeah.
This league is weird because the vials are so expensive.
Yeah. I had one before and I made the Transcendent Flesh, but now the Transcendent Vial of Transcendence is so expensive.
Yeah, it's like 4 exalts for a vial.
5.
It's 5 exalts now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was... Okay, so when it was 3 exalts, I was staring at it. I'm like, it'll probably go down. I was trying to get a Transcendent Mind, and I bought it at like 6 exalts.
Oh, you bought a Transcendent Mind at 6 results?
Yeah. I'm like, I need it. I don't have a choice now, and it literally is getting more and more expensive.
Yeah.
Sacrifice a eye level 40 belt and gamble for Headhunter, is what Dream says.
Oh, that's a waste of a tier 3. Right?
I don't know.
Chances must be so low to get a Headhunter.
Did you play a lot of Game Boy games when you were a kid?
Me?
Yeah.
I never had a Game Boy. That's why I never played Pokemon.
Oh.
My first thing was Nintendo 64.
Oh, you had an N64 at home, right?
Yeah, Super Smash Brothers. That was our game.
Right.
Me, Aichi, and Derek.
I think my first game was literally Pokemon. Like Game Boy
That was
game.
a lot of people's first game. Yeah.
Not my first game. My first game was some DOS shit. That I don't even remember the name to. I played it in like, you know, on my dad's computer when I was fucking 6 or something. Like I couldn't. I don't know why my parents let me play so much now I think about it. That probably is what got me into gaming in the first place. like I would spend the whole day playing these games and like, you know.
So that's work for the parents. It's like parents that sit their kids in front of an iPad now, right?
True. Dude, I'm very curious how children are gonna turn out after all this COVID shit.
Yeah.
Because there's, you know, you were kind of forced to stay home in a lot, and like that development of, you know, my mom took me to a summer camp or to a basketball camp one year, and that's what got me really into sports or outdoor activities or kayaking, canoeing, whatever. It's gone.
I feel like us in Canada is like bad about like having kids like stay and play video games. When I was traveling in Europe, all the Europeans were like, "Oh yeah, well, you go out and just travel and do shit." And like me and my friends would stay in a basement and play video games all the time.
Yeah, I mean that's basically me.
Culturally.
Has it? No Game Boy? I still have 3 or 4 of them. I only had 1 Game Boy, and honestly, I didn't make that much use out of it. I was very much a PC gamer. In fact, all the Game Boy games that I played, I'm pretty sure I played them off of like a Game Boy emulator. Like I didn't have many Game Boy games.
I never had a Game Boy at all. I feel like I missed out part of my childhood having never played Pokemon.
You kind of did. Well, I'm sure you filled it with other shit. You know, I remember you read a lot of books,
Yeah.
which is probably better anyways. You know.
Probably. Do you still read, Sean?
Not as much. And when I do, it's like very slow. I used to be able to just like sit and read for hours. Now it's like I read like 40 minutes and I get tired.
You're getting old.
Maybe.
I'm into reading like what's the best word for it? Web serials or amateur novels?
I read a lot of like Asian translated novels.
I do that too. Which ones do you read? I've read a ton of them.
I've only read 2 of them.
Okay, I've read a lot more. I can give you recommendations. So do you like the Xianxia? Do you like cultivation? Cultivating novels?
I didn't like reading any of the Chinese translated ones, so I read the Korean one.
Okay.
It
You
was
don't like the Chinese ones? Chinese are like the basics.
yeah, so they're like, you know, you fucking cultivate to like,
Yeah.
but
I
they
love
like
that.
they cultivate for a million years, you know, they just keep
Yeah.
going, it never stops.
Keep going. They never stop.
Yeah,
They want
it's
to.
it's like
going.
I've reached level 100 cultivation and I'm gonna reset to 6-star fucking, and then they make up some name and I'm like, I can't read this. There's no end to it. Like there's no.
Which ones did you try? There are some that are known to be good. And some that are known to be shit.
Okay, so normally what I do, is I'll read the web comic, and if it's interesting, I'll like.
Oh, but the novels are better.
I'll read the novel. Yeah, but the point is, you figure out what the plot is, and then you're like, God, I can't read this shit.
Some of the Chinese ones have good intricacies about them. Like they talked about certain elements of Buddhism and Taoism.
Only
But anyways,
cultivation thing I've read was Spirit Blade Mountain. Poppy Wars is super popular right now, and the 3-Body Problem is a Chinese author, I think.
3-Body Problem is very popular. It won is it the Nebula or the Hugo Award? I can't remember which one. The Chinese author, which is a pretty big deal.
Apotheosis, Immortal Sword Saint, Solo Leveling, Solo Bug. Okay, so I've read Solo Leveling because I enjoyed the webcomic, and then I wanted, like, obviously I wanted to read more, but there was no more webcomics, so I started reading a light novel. That's how I got into that. And I also read Overlord basically for the same reason. I was watching the anime and I ended up reading it.
Maybe try reading like Seal Necromancer or whatever it's called. That's pretty good for Korean novels.
Sealed Necromancer?
So you know the town
Soul Necromancer? Soul Station's Necromancer.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Or everyone returned as a returnee. There's a few of them. The Chinese ones I like it more actually.
I just hate the names they give to like this cultivation. I have reached 5-star fucking, you know, fire elemental.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always the same thing too. It's just like
the first one I read was Coiling Dragon. That's a classic. But what's it called? A lot of people don't like it because there are certain memes or certain plot points that are very stereotypical for Asian cultivation novels, like the face slapping.
what?
That's what they call it. You know, tropes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are certain tropes within Asian cultivation novels that if you like, you'll enjoy reading them. If you don't like it, you think it's stupid, which it probably is stupid. You'll hate reading them. So one of these tropes is obviously named like cultivating until level 6,000 and moving to a different region where everyone there is stronger, so there's more bad guys to fight.
Good job.
It just
But the other tropes are like face slapping. So like I guess in China, in Chinese culture, face is very important, right? The idea
yeah,
of
sure.
dignity and face. So then a common trope in these novels is that they're like a schmuck. There's some sort of backwater town, hillbilly. They come to a bigger city, bigger town where people are stronger, higher cultivation levels, and then they are arrogant and talk down on your hero, and the hero goes away and trains to level 6,000, and then comes back and slaps your face.
I just
if you like that trope,
I can't.
the
I
novels are
can't.
fun to
I
read.
just hate the idea of like I can't beat you, so I'm gonna go somewhere where I'm gonna first of all eat a magical fucking nut,
Yeah,
and then
that's
sit down and then like take a nap for 2 weeks, and then come out and I all of a sudden, first of all, why do they have long hair? Right? Like they come out with like fucking long hair. And
they were cultivating for 30 years. Your hair
I just
grows.
hold on. I can't read that shit. Have you finished Uncanny Counter? I did finish Uncanny Counter.
Try
I liked it.
try this author called
A Returner's Magic should be special. I read the the webcomic for that. I thought it was pretty good.
okay, there's a site called Novel Updates.
Mm-hmm.
You can just check and see which ones you like on that. It's a directory of Asian and various translated novels. So Korean, Japanese. I think Japanese is my least favorite.
Okay.
But there's this one author that's pretty good. He is by the name.
Like, okay.
Have you like?
There's like a common trope where like these guys just get like really strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You that's not a trope. That's the theme of
That's a theme. Like all of these novels, the theme is like they fucking either they get reborn and then they know how to get super strong, or they're reborn and then they're already like way too strong.
Or the common theme is that they have like they have some sort of cheat.
Yeah, some kind of cheat mechanic, right?
They pick up a bug.
Yeah.
Where they pick up a ring randomly that is like super gods
So
heirloom.
for the most part, I think the stuff that I do read, I don't need to see them getting stronger. You know, like they're already strong. So like the stuff I read is just basically like a dude is too strong and he just goes around like slapping people around. Like that's basically that's like,
like,
you don't need to cultivate. It's okay. I get it, you know?
Yeah. So you like where they're already strong.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's more like a Japanese light novel, like isekai or like.
Yeah, that's like most of the shit I read.
I like the progression aspect.
What do you mean? Okay, here's my problem. Like, I like progression aspect, but I think this is the wrong genre for it because, you know, they just kind of. When it comes to progression, I feel like it should be character development, not
Yeah.
train it under a waterfall for 2,000 years and then come out of here strong. You know,
have you heard of Worm by Wild Bull?
Peerless Dad is awesome. I heard of that. I haven't watched it. What would you say, Alan?
Have you heard of Worm by Wild Bull?
No.
WORM.
No.
That's a very popular web novel, Western web novel, web serial.
Okay.
That's a good progression, like character progression. Yeah, you should check it out.
Okay. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I just, yeah.
Funny. I had a feeling that you wouldn't like
The cultivation stuff.
most people I know don't like it.
I read a lot of those webcomics and it just wasn't.
I love that shit.
It wasn't for me. Like I just knew if I were to read it, like nothing would change. You know.
Yeah. No, you gotta enjoy the silently cultivating aspect.
Yeah. Basically, it's you know, I'm just gonna think real hard. It didn't make sense for me.
They were pondering the mysteries of the universe and obtaining secret
Yeah, and
power,
like fucking, it's just it all made
merging the
sense
laws
after a
of the
while, and
universe. Yeah, exactly.
you come out and all of a sudden you're stronger. It's like I can't beat you. It's all right. I need some time. Give me some time to meditate harder.
Because they have the potential, Shohan.
I,
They have the potential.
Can you up Alan's volume compared to your own? I can most certainly do that.
I can try to up my own volume, I guess. Figured it out.
Sure.
Micro. I forgot how to do it.
Well,
That's right, I did it earlier. Oh, here, microphone privacy.
Red Storm is really good too. I haven't heard of that one.
I couldn't get into Red Storm. I like the this author by the name of Ergen. He wrote things like Renegade Immortal or I shall seal heavens is pretty classic. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of that. Nope.
I mean, I most definitely have not. There's a chance someone in chat has, but
Those are my jam. Or you know the Cradle series by Will White?
no.
No? Okay. Do you know Robert Jordan?
Yes.
Wheel of Time? Okay.
I'm pretty sure we read that shit when we were kids.
Yeah, but then he never really finished until more recently. So
I'm pretty
Brandon
sure you
Sanderson-
introduced me to that series, actually. That's why I started reading it in the first place.
Good. It's a good series. Did you finish it?
Of course not. It was so fucking long, and it took like 3 years in between books. Like by the time the like last few books came out, I stopped
died.
caring. Oh really?
He died before. Yeah, he died before he finished it, but he had majority of the transcript completed. So he, his wife, as part of his estate, hired a more up and coming writer at that time, who's Brandon Sanderson, to finish it, and then Brandon Sanderson became more famous as well from finishing those books, as well as being a pretty good author and expanding to his own novels.
Oh. Well, that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it's a good novel.
Okay, let's get some maps. God, the thing with harvest crafting is just takes so freaking long.
Yeah.
Change a pale court key into another. I don't even have any.
Did you and Kay ever end up finishing Yancy Palace?
No. I liked it. She didn't. And then
Really? Maddie loved that. She rewatched it like 3 times.
Emnix, don't you dare get me started in Harvest. We won't talk about Harvest. We don't need to. I already know.
Why?
You don't need to tell me. Well, I don't like it either, you know? I only
love
do it
Harvest.
because I have to.
But during Harvest League,
During Harvest League, I was fine with it. Now, I just want to do my maps.
during Harvest League, you spent way more time in Harvest than anybody else.
I spent too much, but now it's like, yeah. Now I just want to run maps. I'm over it. And it's like, now I can't ignore it. You know what I mean? When I ignore it, it feels like I'm
Missing out.
pretty much. Sacrifice up to half a stack of div cards to receive between 0 and twice the amount of same card. What do I sacrifice here?
Doctor.
I don't have any of those.
That was when we sacrificed the doctor at the end.
You saw my boots that took 4.5x start to finish. Yeah, it's just...
That only took 4.5x stream?
I don't even know what to throw in here. What do I throw in here? What do I throw? Oh, I know. Where is it? I picked it up today. Or this. Let's just do this. The Hoarder. Hey, we got doubled. Nice. That's like, what, 14 chaos? And then there's some life rolls here. I guess I will use those on some jewels. I'll just spam it. And some chaos rolls. Alright, so what do I get? Life. Life resist. Minion life. Okay, so I don't think I care about any of these others. Maybe I care about this. No, don't care about these anymore. Don't care about... Oh, I'll save this one. Don't care about that. Don't care about these. And then this one. Defense, roll. Nope, don't care about those. Alright, I think I'm done here. Finally. And then I have some leftover tribute. Alright, map complete. I had the base, had one perfect fossil hit 28%, fossil crafted 35% movement speed, and just annulled everything else with annulls until I had a boot with 35% movement speed, then spent 4.5 exalts in augmentations.
Like buying other people's augments?
Yeah, like harvest crafts.
Like Forbidden Trove.
I would assume so, yeah.
I haven't done that. How do you know to trust them?
That's just like too much
effort too.
Yeah.
And you have to stream them doing it? Or...
No, you just you trust them. If you're apparently on Forbidden Trove, if you try and scam people, they'll like
ban you.
They'll ban you, and really it's like the only place you can trade that stuff. So okay, someone on Reddit, and like Reddit is not a good place to measure this kind of stuff because it's a lot of people complaining. They were like, the moment you get banned off of out of Forbidden Trove, you might as well quit the league because there isn't another way for you to make good money. I read that and I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, some people have that mentality, you know?
Exile.
Anyone here knows a get rich quick, a quick get rich scheme I can use Exalts.
POE or life.
You want to get rich quickly? You pull out your credit card.
Real money trading.
That's what Dream told me. I mean, I'm just...
Hello.
I don't know about quick. You probably just need to farm a lot of Cyrus. I said to RMT with me, I had money. Oh.
Hello. Remember.
I mean, there's lots of ways to make money in this game, really. You just gotta play enough. I guess if you want it fast... Hydrate, 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 hydrate. Hydrate. Oh no. Hydrate. Oh no, Inky. Let me go get some water. I'll be right back. Inky, stop. I'm gonna drown. Okay, how much is that? 15? Okay. I mean, I'll do it. I'll slowly do it. Well, there's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We gotta do 8 more. Well, hopefully I won't die tonight. Let's do one more map. Oh, we got a bunch of maps that you can still... that I haven't done yet. That's actually really good. So let's do one more Lyra map. I do not permit slowly, quicker. I can't do it quicker, Inky. I can't do it that fast. I just can't. I will literally drown. The first 3 possessed monsters drop an additional polished
That's what I was
scare.
talking about.
Yeah.
Except
Except
the
they...
Maven one they were refusing was winged scares instead of polished.
Right.
And then they go into that Proxima for the Seance one.
For the what?
You know Proxima?
Oh, I see. You get them possessed.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I'll just move this over here and use it later. Wind comes from the elevated sextants. Well, I won't be getting those anytime soon, so... I guess I can save it and use it for something else later.
Where do you get elevated sextant?
Hmm?
Where do you get elevated sextant?
Maven.
Like killing Maven?
Yeah, I think it's a Maven drop. Alright, let me drink some more water then. Oh, this is so much water. 1, 2, 3. Let's do another Zana map. Fortune favors the brave. Not slow, quick. I will die, Inky. I will drown. If you die, I'll be sad. Think about it, Inky. If I drink too much, we won't be able to play League anymore. Then who are you gonna support?
So you play League, but you don't play Dota, Sean.
I stopped playing Dota.
Yeah, I know.
You know what it is?
League. What?
Dota was actually too slow. It was like you spend... It's like a slower game, right? You spend 50 minutes... Yeah. And then you lose in like 30 seconds. And I couldn't do it anymore.
I've stopped playing too. Although sometimes I watch tournaments still. It's weird.
You're gonna support Hoku? You can't support Hoku. Hoku don't need no support. He sits in the jungle. I used to main support. Apparently our party is just full of support players. Nobody actually wants to play like anything that requires farming or doing damage. Everyone just wants to play support and chill. No one wants to take responsibility. I can't because I'm cool. You are cool, Inky. I will admit to that. But yeah, but like a League game, it's like over in 20 minutes. Which is kind of nice.
Less time investment.
Yeah, I think that's what it came down to, you know? I needed a more casual game that also, you know, kind of scratched the same itch. And because I'm like shit at the game, I don't feel bad when I lose. When I play Dota and I lose, it's like...
You feel bad?
I kind of do. Because I know why I lost, and it's like, man, why do I put so many hours in this game just to lose like that? Plus, it was an hour game. Like, the worst ones are the ones where you play for an hour, and you lose anyways.
And then you lose, yeah.
Support's one of the most important roles for vision control. No, I know it's important, but at the end, you know, when you don't do any more damage, like right now at least, when I play League, I just get lost in the sauce. We get into a fight and it's over in like 5 seconds because I don't know what's happening. So like I don't want to take the responsibility of actually trying to make sense of the chaos. I'll just sit in the back and like, you know, shield somebody, maybe get myself killed, you know, have them target me instead. That's how I play League basically. Excuse me, I play Zyra and Seraphine, I can one-shot the tanks. Yeah, see, those are the champs I don't want to play. I don't want to be relied on to do anything. I don't want that responsibility.
Can't get augment physical.
And then, like, when we lose, I don't feel bad. It's like, oh, there was nothing I could do. I actually got a lot of tribute here, huh? Yo, but all this stuff is garbage. Wow, this is actually like one of the few times I'm actually gonna use the reroll on ritual. Okay, this is a little bit better. Just gonna defer everything. Garbage, I heard my name. You're not garbage, Inky. You know what's the worst feeling? Getting 20,000 tribute in a map and it's the unique reward set. Oh, I
Yeah,
guess.
what if you got a unique het hunter?
In your fucking dreams, man.
Be careful.
Okay. Kill Elder Guardian or kill Elder Guardian? Which one would I prefer? I guess I'll kill this Elder Guardian because it's not minus max resist. Extra physical damage is fire, more monster life, chain. And who is this? Enslaver?
See you.
Dude, I've gotten 3 faded connections. No way in hell I get a headhunter too. You never know, Dream. Alright, gonna drink the last of my water. 5? Ah. Here we go. Ah, when will I ever fix? How's your damage, Alan? Have you tested it against like some big bosses yet?
I killed Cyrus.
You did?
Yeah.
Damn it. I guess it's just me then.
Oh my god, I've done like all physical for this harvest. Haven't gotten a single augment harvest. All reforged.
Light is trying to spread.
Augments are kind of hard in general to get.
Yeah, I get it.
It's branching, Exile.
Reforged where I keep them all pre.
Let's see what this tower can really do.
Not sure if I ever told you this, but I mirrored a shitty axe before Brutus in my early PoE days. You did not. I bashed barrels for 4 years after that. Oh my god. I thought those were like myths. Like it wasn't possible. Like getting a mirror before Brutus? You know, like people always joke on Reddit. It's like imagine like a newbie finding a mirror and just using it on like a random item and then thinking they'll get another one. I didn't think this was a real thing. I thought it was like an urban legend. It actually happened. You are one of the luckiest and also one of the unluckiest people. You know, it's actually more unlucky, or I suppose, like the worst time to get a mirror is when you're a newbie, right? Because you don't know what a mirror is, and you just assume that, you know, the drop rate for them is relatively high. That's the worst time because you get a mirror. Typically, later on, you get a mirror and you're like fucking ecstatic. I'm either selling this mirror, I'm never gonna use this thing. This is gonna sit somewhere as a trophy case. The one time that I actually dropped a raw mirror. You know, after you use it that one time, obviously it's, you know, you know, the statistics would say otherwise, but you're probably never getting a mirror again. Not a pure mirror drop. Your one mirror, your one chance, you used it. I did know and didn't care. Oh man, really? Mirror has an eye level of 40? Not in the old days. In the old days, anything could drop. Whenever. I remember when Crip was playing, he dropped like a divine orb in Twilight Strand. Oh, I didn't know it. Man. Yeah, no, okay, so you guys need to understand, PoE has come a long way. Like 8 years ago, 2013, the company was just trying to like get the game off the ground. They weren't thinking about balance. They weren't thinking about like, oh, we gotta make sure that Exalt orbs don't drop before eye level 40. They were like, we gotta make sure that, you know, when there are 200 players playing this game, our servers don't crash. Like that was the stuff they were thinking about. We gotta make sure that like, you know, like we had like terrible desync. The network code was awful. Like all kinds of shit wasn't, you know, as polished as it is now. And I, you know, like PoE is definitely much more polished than it was before. You forget I played in Beyond? Beyond is still pretty old. Yeah. Actually, Beyond, was desync still in Beyond? It was, right? I'm pretty sure Beyond still had desync. When did they fix desync? I actually don't remember anymore. They fixed it in Fall of Oriath. Wow, they actually took a long time to fix desync. Okay. This fight, even though I have no damage, it's a lot more manageable than that other one. The Constrictor fight that I did, that one was awful.
And not before.
This one's a lot easier. All right. That went a lot better. A lot better. Let's dump this. And let's buy... Oh, that's a decent belt. Actually, that's a really good belt. T2 Fractured. With a whole bunch of life and chaos resistance. And you have space for another prefix. This is actually a really good belt.
Harvest, not Harvest, Ritual, were...
No, it's Ritual. Here, let me show you. I'll just put in guild chat.
Yeah, it's good. I know.
I don't know what prefix to put on it though. Can't influence it anymore. Okay. Looks like this map is done too. This map is also done. Alright, so I need to decide what I want to do with this belt. What can I add here? Damage? Elemental damage?
Isn't it elemental damage with attacks, though?
Yeah.
Doesn't that not do anything for you?
Well, I don't want to use this.
Oh, you're selling it.
I'm selling it. Should I even bother crafting anything then? He has an open bench craft.
Yeah, craft something.
Alright, so 123 life with chaos resistance and elemental resistance. Let's try 2 chaos and see if, or 2 exalts and see if anyone...
2 exalts.
It's probably 1. Honor heart? Emnix, I meant to ask something a while ago. Do you care that general chat has kind of turned into PO chat? Because I probably should have asked for a channel. No, I mean... I actually kind of like it, Dream. You know? It's a Discord channel where you should, you know, you're free to say whatever the heck you want, so... And I think most of the people that are in Discord are mostly like PoE players anyways, so just kind of makes sense. If we end up having like a lot of different conversations in Discord, then you know, I'd be open to like opening up another channel, but I don't think we need it yet. If that belt wasn't fractured easily to exalts, but you can't add influence. Oh yeah. Hold on, let me see. I actually need to price check this thing, huh? Hold on. So life, chaos resistance. Yeah, it's fractured. But I have T1 life. All of these are T2 over here. I don't know if that makes a difference. Oh, no, I have T2 life, not T1. Maybe I'll just try for 1x. I'll start with 1.5 and see if anyone wants to buy it. 1.5. Exalts. Alright, I think that's where we wrap it up. So for those of you who are watching on YouTube, thank you guys very much for watching. Today was a decently productive day. Managed to unlock the Elder Slayer in this region, so probably next time around we're gonna try and kill one more of the Elder Slayers, then I have to unlock 2 more, and I'll be able to get back to fighting Cyrus. I think we ended up, like, just with that belt, that thing must be at least like 1x. I'm sure I can get 1 exalt off of this thing, probably. So let's see, probably like, you know, at least I made a little bit of money today. And then I'm gonna need to look for some upgrades, I think, on my character. Really, the big upgrade that I probably need next is probably the shield. The Rise of the Phoenix really, you know, doesn't do much aside from giving me plus 5% max resistance, which is a lot. Hopefully I could replace it with something else. Otherwise, I could think about upgrading my rings. I do have one Opal ring that's giving me elemental damage, but I think I would want to have, like, forget the name, but the ring that gives me percentage life. That'd be nice too.
Vermilion.
Vermilion, yeah, Vermilion ring would be nice. Otherwise, maybe I think about getting another set of cluster jewels, just for more fire damage multi. But I don't have too much money. I have 500 chaos. I just don't want to trade for exalts. It's kind of a pain in the ass. We'll have to see. But that's the end of this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as always, you could leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more updates in the future. Otherwise, keep in touch, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.